So often we choose, for whatever reason, to use words, to release words of death and defeat. I don't get it. It's like this young man who came up a couple weeks ago. Pastor Tim was preaching through that series on porn, and he comes up, and the spiritual care team is here, I'm here, and we're praying for this young man. And in the middle of the prayer, literally in the middle, he kind of breaks off, and he says, I can't do this. Forget it. This is just the way I am. I'm no good. I can't change. I can't break this habit. This is just who I'll always be like this. And you know what? This just broke my heart, right? And as he kept repeating those words of death and defeat, I was having my own little mental trip inside of me, and it brought me back to a place. I shared this with some of you. It brought me back to a place in my earlier days of college when I struggled to stop smoking. I mean, you want to talk about a habitual habit? 2 packs a day, that's 40 cigarettes, every day for 2 to 3 years, Marlboro Reds. That was me, your pastor. Habitual strongholds, right? And I can remember saying the same exact things. I can't quit. I love him. Yes, I want to give my life to him, but I just can't. It's got a hold on me. It's not letting go. It's too strong for me. I'm a smoker. That's who I am. What's the use? I'll never be free. And it wasn't until I learned to capture those wrong thoughts, those lies. It wasn't until I learned to capture those things and to start releasing words of truth. I would actually verbally, literally, audibly have to speak words of truth, almost to myself. These truths from the scripture that the stronghold began to unlock. And so here's what it would look like. I want to show you this, okay? It would just be me on like a Tuesday morning, waking up, going to class, hanging out with my friends, and out of nowhere, right, that moment of decision would come. You know what I'm talking about? That craving, it would just kick in, right? I was doing fine, but that craving would kick in. And at that moment, I have a decision. Do I smoke or do I not? At that moment, I have a decision. Am I going to hold on to the lies or am I not, right? And what I would have to do is I would have to capture the wrong thought. I would have to capture the lie that kept on saying, no, Tom, that's who you are. You're a smoker. That will never change. I would have to capture that wrong thought. And in its place, I would literally audibly have to release right words. The right words that said, no, I can do everything. Say this with me. I can do everything through him who gives me strength. It meant I had to capture the wrong. I can't change. I'm stuck. This is how I'll always be. And instead I had to release the right. Therefore, if you are in Christ, you are now a new creation. The old has gone. The new has come. It meant capturing the wrong thought. It meant capturing the lie that, oh man, I can't. This temptation is too much for me. It's too strong. I always give in. I'm just back where I was. Always, I'll never give up. This temptation is too strong. And it meant releasing the right. God will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, he will provide a way out. See, we capture the wrong and we release the right. We capture the wrong thoughts and we release the right words because the tongue has the power of life and death. And somewhere in that process, okay, because it is a process. It did not happen overnight for me, okay? But somewhere in that process of capturing the wrong, releasing the right, capturing the wrong, releasing the right, capturing the wrong, releasing the right, somewhere in that process, God began to renew my mind. He began to reprogram my heart. And by his grace and for his glory, the strongholds in my life began to crumble. But not without this third and final key.